Hi, Facebook. All right. Welcome, everyone. My name is Ashley Lizzie. I am the founder of Essentially Resilient. And today I wanted to chat with you guys about my hair routine and especially my DIY dry shampoo that I have been using. So, first of all, hair is, obviously a huge topic for girls and sometimes guys as well. I know personally, like with me, my son, like he has longer hair, and we are always looking for better ways to take care of it, especially since he's so young. So, I'm going to give you guys a general rundown of my hair routine and why I use what I use and how it can benefit your hair. So, first of all, I have pretty, I don't want to say fragile hair, but it's thin. It's not, thick and luxurious like I would like it to be. But I had found myself like my hair was breaking a lot. I would wash my hair every single day. And obviously, number one, that takes up a lot of time. And if you're a mom, if you run your business, like all the things, like we all have lots of things to do. So we're always trying to create more time in our lives. And it came to the point where I said, you know what, okay, I need to definitely create more time. Plus, I want to have resilient hair. So how can I make this happen? So in the past, like I said, I was washing my hair every day, and my hair is the type of hair that like I could wash it the night before and then the next morning it would look greasy. And I'm like, what is this? Like it doesn't make sense, right? And it was just so frustrating to me. And it was just fragile and it would break and I would get split ends all the time, whether I was straightening it or whether I was not. Like it was just not the resilient hair that I craved so much. So I knew that I needed to do something about this. And I had tried other dry shampoos in the past, and it was just like, I tried multiple dry shampoos in the past, and it just was like gross. Like, it just wasn't my thing. And then I started to try to go a couple days without washing my hair, and like, that didn't work either. So I came across this DIY recipe from Whole Fit and Peters. If you don't follow her, I highly recommend that you do. So I came across this recipe from her and I tried it about 3 months ago and I've been using it ever since. I get multiple compliments on my hair every day, of like how do you do this? And I just figured, you know what, it's time for me to share what I'm doing. So, and if you know me, you guys know that I always like to test things out first for a while, especially DIYs, before I, pass them on to you guys. So, what do I do in my DIY shampoo? So, number one, I wash my hair every 5 days now, which if you would have told me I was going to do this like 6 months ago, I would have laughed at you. But again, switching up, wanting the better hair, wanting the longer hair, I'm trying to grow it, like all the things, right? So this is what I had to do. So I started washing my hair every 5 days, and you would never know. So what I do is number one, I got a glass jar. So I picked this up at Whole Foods. I don't even know what size it is. Let's see if it says 4 ounce. So it's a 4 ounce glass jar. And I picked this up at Whole Foods and I got myself a makeup brush. And it's just like a regular one. I think I got this at Target. Like it's just kind of bigger, right? So again, just took this and then I got, if you have like darker toned hair, like cacao powder, got this at Whole Foods as well. You can get it at Target. Like I'm sure you can get it at lots of other places. This brand I really like. This is just the one that I've been using and it's been working wonderful. So I'm not going to switch it up. And then I got arrowroot powder. Again, this is, let's see if you guys can see it. Arrowroot powder. This is just in the cooking section at Whole Foods. it's organic, they're both organic, they're all the things. So this is what I've been using and it's been working wonderful. Now in the past I've used other dry shampoos that had certain things in it, like that seemed similar, and it just didn't turn out the same. So this is why I'm sticking to this brand, exactly what I'm doing. Some Whole Foods, you can actually buy it in bulk, which is super convenient, and this is like super inexpensive. Okay, like I think this was $2 for this, but before I was buying it in bulk, they didn't have any last time I was there. So this is what I grabbed. And the cacao powder, number one, this is going to last you a long time. So based on the tone of your hair is how much you mix. So for me, I did half cocoa powder and half arrowroot powder. Now, if you're a little bit lighter, you might not want to use the cacao powder at all. Like it just depends. I know whenever I first tried it out, I was just using the arrowroot powder and it did not work well at all with my hair color. Like it looked like you could see like almost like dandruff. And at least as soon as I put it on until it absorbed. So I was like not okay with that. So I just decided that I was going to put the cocoa powder in there and it just made a complete difference. So basically what I do is I take this, I dip it in here, I get a little bit on there, let's not go crazy. And then I put it on the lid, and you kind of want to like lay something down. Like I just lay like a washcloth down or something, and I just fold it up until I'm ready to reuse it the next day or whatever. So literally I will just get a little bit on here. Like this brush picks up like so much, so you just want to be careful. And then what I'll do is I'll take it, and let's see if I can do this backwards here on the camera, but no, probably not. Okay, so then I'll just take this, and I won't go all the way to the root. I'll just go like a little bit above the root, if you can kind of see that. And I'll just do that, and then I'll do it on both sides here. Instagram, it's actually facing the right way, so it's like a mirror. Facebook, no, you're completely backwards. So, okay, so I did that, and then what I'll do is I'll just like kind of pick up layers, and I'll kind of just go like this, dab it all in there. And then usually what I'll do, and like I'll just, again, just keep doing layers and layers, and you don't need too much. But it's a lot easier when you do it the very next day, especially like if you don't skip a day, like of putting this on, like, and it absorbs and it doesn't like build up. Every once in a while you'll get a little bit on your scalp, but it's not anything crazy. Like it's not like inches and inches of cocoa powder on your scalp or anything like that. And then I'll just, lift up here and I'll do down here, whatever. And it works freaking amazing. Like I never thought that I would say that I go 5 days without washing my hair. And so what I do is I just put a shower cap on every morning when I get a shower. And I'll usually just get a shower, and then I will, put the dry shampoo in my hair or whatever. And then you can see how wonderful it just like blends in here. This is weird because I feel like I'm doing a makeup tutorial, but I'm not. So literally just this, and this works the best. I've seen ones that have like the shaker tubes, and like just don't even bother. This is amazing. So after you do that, what I usually do, not all the time, but I'll take the hair dryer after I like put it all in my hair, and then I'll just kind of like tease it a little bit and give it a little like blow dry, just to kind of like even things out, or whatever. And it's super helpful, and it kind of gives you a little bit of volume. And then what I'll do is I'll just curl my hair, and honestly, I curl my hair once and it stays there for 5 days. Maybe every once in a while, like if it rains or whatever, it's really humid outside, I'll have to throw a couple more curls in it, but very rarely. And I just repeat this process every single morning. So, excuse me, I have found that, 5 days is about my mark for my hair. Like the first time I did it, I think I went 7, and it just was like too much. Like I was like, okay, like I'm done. So you might have to start out going every other day, or every 3 days, whatever like works best for your hair to kind of just, you're training your hair right now. So you're training your hair to, not be greasy, right? And it's super simple. It's totally, obviously it works. And I'll be honest, like when I get compliments on my hair, it's usually like the third or fourth day that I haven't washed it. And whenever I like my hair the most, it's like the third or fourth day because it has so much volume in it. And it just like, I don't know, it's just not thin. It doesn't feel fragile. Like it feels wonderful. And needless to say, number one, you're saving shampoo too, which is super cool. But the time that you're saving doing this is like amazing. Like that was my biggest thing. Every morning I needed to create more time in the morning for my morning routine. And this allowed me like an extra 40 minutes because believe it or not, even though my hair is thin, it takes me 4 freaking ever to dry it. And it's just like, I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. So anyways, basically just, I don't know, it saved me a lot of time and super convenient, super cheap. And yeah, now whenever it comes to adding oils into your dry shampoo, you can add whatever blend you want. Personally, I add in ylang ylang. So ylang ylang, number one, let's see here. There's like so many things. It's really good for, let's see, growth, like for growth to keep it. And that's one of my things, like I want to grow it. So it's really good for growth and it smells freaking amazing. Another one is basil. So basil, I like to put in mainly just because it's good for like greasy or oily hair. So this helps also cut back on that as well. So, and then you can put in like cypress. I do cypress sometimes because, let's see, just because like all the things really. Greasy, oily hair as well. And then just because it's beneficial. Now, the other things that you can put in for growth, like if you want to help with the growth, is like thyme, lavender, rosemary, ylang ylang, cedarwood, clary sage, geranium, ginger, lemon, and grapefruit. If you find that you have like an itchy scalp, it'd be helpful to put peppermint and lavender in your dry shampoo. If you have greasy, oily hair, again, basil, cypress, thyme, lemon, rosemary, and petitgreen. Fragile hair, clary sage, lavender, thyme, sandalwood, wintergreen, Roman chamomile. And if it's really dry hair, you want to do geranium, sandalwood, lavender, rosemary, wintergreen. So basically, honestly, every time I remake one of these, which is roughly every other week, I usually kind of just mix up my oil routine to what I want to put in there. So you can do whatever you want. And I put about 10 drops of each in, and then I just like really shake it up. So obviously, like it's oil, it's not going to be like spread out through the whole thing, but you're still going to get the effects of it and it's still going to smell really good. So along with that, a couple other things I do to promote really healthy, resilient hair is number one, I make my own like wet hairspray. Not hairspray, but wet hair spray that you spray on your hair when you get out of the shower. So basically, I just take some distilled water and I'll add in like whatever your hair problem is, again, just with the oils that we went over. So for me, like I said, I wanted growth and I wanted it for greasy and like fragile in hair. So I put in here ylang ylang, rosemary, basil, cypress, lemon, and clary sage. And I'll just put about 5 drops of each or so. And then I'll just shake it up. And then as soon as I wet my hair, like as soon as I get out of the shower, I'll just spray it all over my hair and then I'll blow dry it. So number one, this also acts, when you have clary sage and geranium in here, it also acts as a heat protectant spray, which is super helpful, right? So super convenient. And again, DIY. So again, the other thing that I've done is I do make my own hairspray, and there's a link or there's a recipe for it on my, if you're on my Instagram, there's a link on there. It's further down a little bit, but you'll see DIY hairspray. And same with my Facebook page. If you go through my photos or if you search it, you'll find the DIY hairspray. So I love it. It's super simple and it's made with sugar. You use a little bit of sugar, and I'll be honest with you, because of the toxins and the chemicals that are in hairspray, I don't want it in my house. So I rarely have ever used conventional hairspray, just because I grew up with it, and my stepmom, she layered herself in it all the time. And so it just kind of got oh my God, I don't want anything to do with it. So for Christmas, I had made her a DIY hairspray as well. So it was funny. But so it works amazing. And the thing is, you can even use it on the kids. So if your kids, if you want to keep hair out of your kid's face or whatever, you have it all nice up, it's super safe for kids. So you can go check out that recipe on there as well. If you're on YouTube watching this, the link is below. So for that. But so there's always tons of DIY things you can do. There's DIY detanglers, and all of this is going to combine with each other, and your hair is going to be amazing. So some of the other things I use from doTERRA for my hair is, number one, the root to tip serum. So the root to tip serum, you literally just take a little squirt and you just put it throughout your hair before you blow dry it. Okay. The other thing you can do is the healthy hold glaze. So if you like to scrunch your hair, or if you naturally have that hair that's really pretty wavy, and I'm jealous of you if you do, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Good for kids as well. And another thing too, if you are going to style your hair and you want to make sure it holds, and say you don't have hairspray or whatever, you can put some of this in here before you blow dry it, and it will actually just act as a holding product in your hair whenever you do go to curl it. So it's super convenient, and it has, let's see, it has lavender, peppermint, cedarwood, marjoram, rosemary, eucalyptus, and tangerine in it. And it smells really good. I know you guys can't smell it, but it smells it almost smells like the L'Oreal Kids shampoo. If you're from the 90s, you probably remember this, or even younger. But the L'Oreal Kids shampoo except this smells good naturally. But yeah, so I use that. And the other thing that I do is I use doTERRA's shampoo and conditioner. And I only brought the shampoo in here just to show you the size of the bottle. Now they do have smaller ones, but this is more effective, and this lasts you freaking forever, honestly. And I think we just got this, and the last one we got was in November. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May, 6 or 7 months. And that's when I was washing my hair mostly every day. And I have the longest hair in the house, so I was using the most shampoo. So now that I'm only washing it once or twice a week, this is going to last even a lot more longer. So again, super effective, and you're saving a shit ton on your shampoo. But this, what I love about it is, number one, it's color safe, so you don't have to worry about it. But it has no toxins in it, no sulfates, no anything like that that really damage your hair, and that are in a lot of conventional shampoos and conditioners. So with this, there's wild orange and lime in the shampoo. So in the conditioner, there's some essential oils as well. So they're called Salon Essentials, and like I said, I just switched over to that last year, the big thing, because they just came out with them not too long before that, the giant ones, because you could go through the little ones faster, but you can always grab the little ones and I think they're just 6 ounce maybe, I'm not sure, I can't remember, but if you want to just try it out even first. But super useful. And the thing is, before doTERRA launched their baby line, I was using that on him because I know what's in it and I know that it's safe and it's toxic free, right? So the only thing you want to make sure of is that you just don't get it in their eyes. So I would just like tilt his head back or put a washcloth over his eyes whenever I washed his hair, and it was totally fine. So even from like a tiny baby, that's what I used on him. So I didn't have to, worry about checking 900 ingredients on EGW's website, which I did before I found doTERRA. So, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. So an EGW is actually, it's a website where you can type in the product that you have and it'll tell you how toxic it is on a level from 0 to 10. And if it's not like listed under there, which most of them are, but if they're not, you can like check the individual ingredients that you have in your products and it's going to give you a basic overall of how toxic your hair care products are or your products are, whatever. You can check anything on there. So it's super awesome. The other thing I like to do for my hair is I'll take like just during the day, even I'll just take a drop of like citrus bliss or wild orange or whatever, and then I'll just like run it through my hair. Super helpful, super uplifting. It smells amazing. It's going to boost your mood as well. Hi, Sarah. So it's going to boost your mood as well, which is great, right? And again, you're going to get so many compliments on your hair. Now, with that being said, you can do that with any oil that you want to. And it's not going to leave your hair greasy or anything like that. That's the thing that we don't want, right? So basically, that's my hair care routine. And again, I have been, yes, isn't it amazing? Oh my God, I'm so glad. It's just a natural, like just strengthening for your hair. It's wonderful. So Sarah, if you missed this, I just did a DIY dry shampoo that I've been raving about for the last 3 months. So anyways, guys, that's basically it. That's basically all I do. And I wash my hair, like I said, every 5 days. And this is what I've been doing for the last 3 months. And it has been amazing. And like I said, I can already see the difference. My hair doesn't break off anymore. I love it. I'm so excited about it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys today. And I will link up the recipe for both of them, for the hairspray, for the hair mist, and well, for all 3 of them, and for the DIY dry shampoo. So if you see this, you'll see this pop up probably over the weekend on my Instagram or on Facebook. So if you didn't catch the video or the recipe from the video. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today and listening to my resilient hair care routine. So have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys later.